Okay, we're back. That wasn't very wise from me not to turn off the notifications, but we are now okay, but the issue has been solved. We are now back. We are now back in Suzuka. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of eventual weather. We're back. Unfortunately, I want to have some footage about eventual weather. As far as I can say, it's dry, but it's very, very cloudy. So it's in the F1 2021 logic, we can say that the heavy rain would appear in any moment. Let's just do it again. Tires, full map. Okay, everything should be fine now. Get to the leader. Okay, so no surprises about the tires of the top 10. Every single one of the drivers in top 10 are wearing the soft tire compound, but there is a very mixed situation in the second down. Below the top 10, Bailey and Laxe are on the medium compound, Casp on softs, Strange on mediums, Andres on softs, Edzak on hards, and Jakobsen, Sebdek and Arix on the medium compound. So it's very mixed under the top 10. To see that eventual no, not the telemetry. Not okay. I should turn off the telemetry, but not for now. To check eventual the ERS usage, but in the Suzuka it's okay. Now it's of the eventual. The strategy is very mixed here. Should be soft SM, SH, soft medium, soft hards. It'll be very. I am personally curious about the eventual strategy here, especially seeing this cloudy conditions. I don't have any footage or information about the weather, so I can only guess in the situation. The people are lining up for the start. It's quiet, but I can't see. I'm on the different camera, but I hope that if everyone would manage to line up, the camera would change and we should be able to see all of the cars. No, I don't know why. Now it's okay. 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's penalty momentum. Go! Go! The very good start from Ivan. He's ahead of Koipi. Let's see the event on the turn 1. We don't see much. Let's see much banks. P5 for now. Nothing. No huge eventual spin. No huge spin so far. They're going smoothly through the S sector and the Dunlop turn, and we have a first victim of the sector 1, and this is Energy Jet. I don't see any eventual damage. That was most probably just a spun. He's now on the Dunlop section. Let's just get back to the front, and we have another Jakobsen has lost his wing. He's alive, but he will lose a lot. There is no call for eventual safety car, of course not. Well, there is a turmoil. Let's get back on the front. Ivan has taken the lead. Very good start from the Polish Ferrari driver. Kaipi will, of course he will, but the gaps are, as the first lap, the gaps are pretty huge. Already the 6/10 a second. Gas managed to pass Lux. Golgic managed to pass his teammate as well. The lap one is over. Ivan is starting the second. Let's just see the eventual chase. He's getting close. Let's just see how the people are dealing with the Sector 1, cursed by a lot of F1 2021 players. They're going smoothly as far as I can tell. Of course, Jakobsen is on the pits. Obligatory to change his front wing. For now, it's not that strange. I have to focus. I have to focus again. There's a huge. For now, they're driving right behind another. There's no huge. We have to wait for the third lap when our beloved race directors, virtual race directors, would allow the DRS usage. I have to change it because there is now, for example, even in Kaipi are slowly running away from the rest, from the mats. For now, there is no huge battles for now. Kaipi says the fastest lap, but that's lap 2, so it's not that important. DRS has been enabled. Swiftly for the first section. First section is turn 1, turn 2. I just finished it. Golgic lost some of the control of the car, but fortunately without rough consequences. So now there's no fighting behind two Polish. They are very close to each other. Golgic and Banks. Most probably there will be some fighting between them. No penalties so far. There are the safe gaps to say about eventual fightings. See that Laxa is losing on this medium tire compound, but that was predictable. The main strategy is to save, to not lose the match to the rest of the grid on softs, and use the opportunity to. But he's getting really close. He is really close to the cusp. I can't see it. Why is this camera so? I have to change it. He is ahead of cusp. I wonder if he has some. I don't think there is some damage. He just managed to lose some control on the section. But let's see if the Danish driver would be able to do a counterattack. He's really close to the German. He is beside him, and he retakes the P10. He's retaking the P10, and Super Mag is also. Rodriguez, well, I thought there's some ghosting. Banks, I thought he was a ghost for a while. Maybe I'm saying things. Golgic has managed to. Kaipi is ghost. Kaipi is ghost. So I was right. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's. No, that was just confusing. Let's just get back. Ivan managed to set the gap safe enough to get rid from the mat's eventual DRS attacks. He's safe, but for how long? As we all know, Suzuka is very demanding track. Sikel has managed to pass Kaipi, but Kaipi has some internet problems, I guess, because he lost a lot of position. He was like in like P4. Super Mike just received the first penalty today for track limits. And the Kuiper is losing. There is surely the connection issue. And there are some showdowns between Yoloman managed to get past Ivan Bielov. Another journey through the traitorous Sector 1. Without any crashes so far. Kuiper is losing, but I don't want to mention it again. It is a connection issue for sure. Banks received the second track limits penalty today. He's joining Supermag, and it should be an obstacle in eventual closures. There is no. Yeah. So most probably, yeah. The Kuiper has confirmed that there is most probably some internet issue. Very unfortunate, and we have another. Black says, has he opened the RS? Yep, he's trying, but he's not even fast enough. There won't be the battle to run, but I see he went very wide. Went wide, letting Casper ahead. And there is a happy train consisting the Casp, Laxa, Bailey, and Risk, and Strange behind. These gaps are small here. Happy train. Ivan with the 3-second time penalty, the current leader. It will be very. We have in Sector 3, and Jakobsen is out. I just managed. Jakobsen is out. He lost it. He lost it on the 90. And the 90-degree, or almost 90-degree turn in Sector 3, and we have the safety car. The safety car is out. Safety car is out, and this will be the crucial moment for the people on the South Tower compound. How it will affect the eventual strategy. The top 9. This is the good information for the people on the medium tire. For example, we have Laxa, Bailey. For the people that are on the different tires than softs. Kuiper has rejoined, but the damage has been, unfortunately, done already. Ivan is pitting. A lot of people are pitting. Ivan, Mats, Banks, Bailey staying out. Of course, the people on the mediums and on the other compounds are staying out. Laxa is on the second soft tires, so this is MSS. Probably he won't be able to stay with the softs for the end, for sure. To the end for sure. Andrisk on the hard tire compound, so he went into the safer option. And the lead is consisting now of Bailey is out taking the lead. The full-time F4 driver Stranger is now P2, and Edzak is currently P3. The positions had been shuffled. This was a really early safety car. As I said, it affected the strategy a lot. So I'm personally afraid it won't be the last one. Kuiper has left again, so the connections issues are too hard to handle for the German driver. So the situation is developing. Most probably we'll have another lap on the beautiful Aston Martin. Let me see. Yep, it's beautiful as safety Aston Martin safety car, followed by Bailey, Strange, and Edzak. We don't have any information, so yep, we will have. Unfortunately, we'll be forced to see, even though this beautiful but slow Aston Martin, for another lap. The 18, I was saying the 80 people are still there. De facto 17. De facto 70 because I don't want to mention the connection problems again. I'm doing it definitely too often. I have to stop. I'm just wondering how much in that case would Bailey and Strange. I'm not... No, another microphone. No, I thought it's a microphone issue. No, it isn't. We're just driving slowly, waiting for the band to leave the track and letting us race again. Race again here in Suzuka. Another issue will be the further fact that I'm wondering about is the eventual possibility to Ivan, Mats, and all of the people who managed to decided all the people who decided to change on the medium tire compound would stay out to the end. It's possible, of course, but how it will affect the eventual last laps. We don't have any information about Bernd leaving the track, so he will stay with us for another lap. No, I just said it. Bernd is leaving, and we'll have a very, very close. It was a boring safety. Safety cars are usually boring, but that was the very, very boring one. No penalties, no eventual. So far, Bailey is still, even though he's still playing with the rest, he's doing it really, really late to the end. And he is that was a very late restart. Very late restart. By the way, Bailey, let's see the eventual. I hope it won't be much fighting, but there is a lot of people are to each other. I just saw the event. And Lux, and we have it's Banks. Yep, Banks is out. I didn't manage to see, and Matt is out as well, and Risk lost his front wing, but they are all alive. We once again have some huge clash outs here. Laxo the 3-second time penalty. Why am I seeing the Bailey and Strange are really close? 4/10 behind. Edzak is trying to follow, but Ivan is very close to the Latvian driver. There will be the matter of time. I think there will be the matter of time seeing his pace. Not only his pace, he's right behind the. He's right behind the rear wing of the Latvian. He will try to attack, coming very wide, but there's also Strange trying to contest the Bailey's lead of this race, but we have to wait effectively for the third lap after restart. Energy Jet, 5 seconds for 5 seconds. That must be a very huge. Okay. Just let me show you. What is? I guess I want to get lost into the micro for a while, but you have to wait still. Can you invite me? Kaipi is still hoping, but Kaipi is still hoping. Mitchell by Bailey is still in the lead, but Mark is ahead of Edzak. Edzak is definitely losing on this hot tire compound. And he will lose even more. But his advantage on will be contested. But Yoloman, even Bill, Golgi, they're fighting with each other, giving the Edzak the moment of breath. So besides, Strange is once again really close to Bailey. He's right on. He was right on his rearing. He's feeling the blood. But Ivan is also ahead of. I just never managed to see it. He managed to see it. He on his new medium tire compound. It's definitely quicker. And he is hunting for JD Bailey to regain his lead. Let's say for a while, because they are still closing. He's still closing. He will challenge. There was some slight, but he will challenge the British driver soon. The save gaps by the rest, but the situation on the front is really close. It's visible to see the eventual usage of his tire compound on which Bailey is driving from the beginning of this race. It will be the matter of time. He's definitely slowing down the rest, and this is literal 4-car train with 2 wagons. Ivan is now attacking, almost helpless, but they're so helpless. It'll be. No, it won't be. But he's trying to. I was seeing this movement, like trying to counter the Ivan's attack. Can't rejoin. This game is beautiful. We can all agree with that. Ivan is taking the lead, and he will build the gap. And Bailey, his task is just to not lose too much on his used compound. He has the McLaren of Super Mag behind, and Strange, and they are really close. Yoloman, Edzak, even Bielov, these gaps are small, and in that case I will turn off the telemetry. We have something on Sector 2, and Strange has spun. Strange has spun, but without further consequences. There's no damage. There's fortunately probably no damage. Have to clean his tires from the unflat spotting these tires. The both of the penalties are just for a while. I'll show the eventual penalties. Energy Jet with 13 seconds. There was some contact during safety car. Maybe I failed to see this. Was probably, but eventually. But talking about the rest, there's. Yeah, I see the eventual change. I was just looking at Laxa, and there was the position swap between the German and Danish. 6 seconds penalties for Laxa. Both Ivan and Supermug has 3 seconds. Banks, who unfortunately managed to spawn after restart. RX is joining the field, is joining the guys with penalties. With the first three. With the first three, and let's hope it would be lost. Yellow Man is joining the field. There was some maneuver on Yellow Man, but there is driving side by side. Very dangerous situation, but they managed to stay on the track. This will be really close. Also, Ivan Bielov is trying to join this battle, as well as Edzak and Golgic as well. There was some contact, and Edzak is pitting. He forced him to the pits, like I was seeing that, like forcing the driver. Maybe that was strange, and maybe it's not the case. Maybe it's not the case. Like says Eugenie, and we have the sector 1, and Supermug has spawned. I want to see the well, now camera isn't showing, but that was probably just spin. Another victim of the curbs in sector 1, on infamous sector 1 with SS and the Dunlop turns. Safe advantage of Ivan after Yolman and Seftar compound. I refuse to believe that Yolman want to drive on this compound to the end. There's no way. Bailey isn't losing that much. He's on P3 for now. On his used mediums, we have another one, and Bailey, I just spoke his name, and we have Mercedes of Ivan Bielov, and there is, I just saw he was trying to join it, but he spun, and we were just seeing it. He spun and tried to rejoin, but he finished this maneuver by damaging his front wing. Very unfortunate very unfortunate for the Russian driver. Another issue, no, there's no another issue, is just Ivan driving slow, and he is pitting. He's pitting with another victim. I just saw we have a lot of spins, a lot of spins, a lot of issues. Ivan has retired from the session. Very unfortunate. And RX, his flat-spotted tires after the spin. And we have another victim with another damage. I just want to see. I can't see it from here. There was eventual damage. There's a lot of spins, a lot of mistakes, a lot of close contacts. A lot of close contacts. Just see about the Skrzydlak, because there is a... I think I'll overuse the term train for the group of the cars very close to each other, but I'll keep using it. Mats is really close to the Skrzydlak, and he's beside as well as Strange and Bailey. Golgic setting the fastest lap, and he is now in a very good position. Yoloman is pitting, no, of course he's pitting for the medium tire compound. These softs wouldn't stay alive to the bitter end, of course. Let's just say eventual Cosp has received a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes here. Golgic is 6.5 seconds behind Ivan, who has the penalty, so he's in the first look. Ivan is safe because they have the tires of the same. They have the same tire tire usage, but Ivan has the penalty. Sickle on the P3 as well. Another. Yes. Yes. There was some incident, but I had some family issues, unfortunately. Yellowman has, yeah, Yellowman just changed it. Edzak as well. I'm just searching for eventual showdowns. Sickle and Supermug, which his battery is maybe not completely gone, but it's not like the Sickle has a better situation. But Supermug is attacking, but they both have DRS. It will be. He's really right behind him. There will be no, but he backed off. He backed off the eventual attack. He didn't want it to risk that much, but we can see that he won't stop. He won't stop hunting for the Danish. The gap between Ivan and Golczyk is for now stable, so in that case Ivan will be victorious. We'll just see if because Bailey and Strange hasn't pitted yet, so this strategy definitely wasn't able to pay off, as we see they're fighting even with each other. Skrzydlak also on the 9 lap long soft tire stint, so once again he won't be able to stay with this to the bitter end. I know it's chaotic once again by changing the drivers so much. Sickle and Supermug once again fighting really close. Ivan Bilov left the session, of course. Here's what we call it. There was contact. I saw the contact between Supermug and Sickle. Sickle has the DRS as well as Supermug, but we can see that Supermug is quicker, but once again not quick enough to contest the Sickle's P3. Bailey with the 5 second. This was the last thing he wanted to achieve. According to the fact that he lost a lot of time with these used mediums, and he just received the unnecessary penalty. Let's be clear. Bailey on softs, Strange on softs, but this will be just minimizing the eventual damage, hoping for the points. For now there is no huge showdowns here. Banks is right behind the Energijet. The Polish Alpine driver has a really good start, but his battery is almost empty, so he won't be able to attack the Energy. But let's see the shape of the battery of the British. The British driver's battery has some spare energy to use to get off the attack of the Polish Alpine driver, and I just missed the maneuver. Supermug I just missed the maneuver, my bad once again, but no, they both had the DRS, but it won't be the last showdown between them. I'll be watching this. Banks managed to overtake an Energijet even though his battery is almost over. Yellowman sets the fastest lap on the penalty. Okay, the penalty, I just refuse to believe that Skrzydlak would finish this race on this tire compound. Just killed me, but I refuse to believe that. And so because there is no huge showdowns for now, excluding, I'm just trying to see, but the gaps are safe here, but we have Bailey we have some we had some car on the grass, and that was the JD Bailey on the fresh soft tire compound. Very traitorous when you get the fresh soft tires on Suzuka, and you trying to unleash their power on the curbs of Sector 1. We all know how it ends, and it ended really bad for the British. For the British Lexus now P11. For now, he is he has the highest place along the drivers from F4, which are competing today. I remind that they're Lexus, Strange, and Jakobsen, who unfortunately wasn't able to finish this race. Skrzydlak is spitting. I just gave it a call. Another soft tire compound, so he will finish on this. Ivan with the 3-second time penalty. So this is very crucial, because for now, as far as I can tell, he has 6 seconds, and Golgic is 6.5 seconds behind, and they're all on the same. They have the same tires, the same usage of maybe not the same, because that's the personal trait, how you're treating your tires. And we can see, I can see personally that Golgic is already losing, but in the other case, this is for now the first to place for the poles. And Golgic is losing already almost half of the second. Ivan's pace looks stable, but we can't afford another penalty. That would change. As Fernando Alonso would say, that would change the race. The gap was stable. It's oscillating around the 7 seconds, and it's not diminishing. So now there's not just Banks behind, is still fighting with Energy Jet. Very good race for the Polish drivers here. P1, P2, P5 for now. There's, to be honest, only, and there's fighting. No, there's no fighting, because he don't even have the DRS. Skype once, unfortunately. No, I won't mention it again, because I mentioned it too many times. I've mentioned it too many times. Golgic is regaining his pace. He's getting closer. I just see that their ERS is not that different. In fact, they're almost equal. But there's one issue, that Supermag is also hunting for the Polish Shuttle. But we have this soft issue in Sector 2. Something happened in Sector 2. I missed that. Unfortunately. Maybe there was some spawn, I guess. I missed that once again, but yeah, I was telling that the Supermarket is trying to hunt for Golgic, but as I like to say, the gaps are stable for the moment, and we will stick with Golgic, because the gap is indeed diminishing slowly. 6.5 seconds. Considering that the Ivan has the 6-second penalty in total, this will be decided on the 1 seconds, even less. So I see there's another in Sector 3. RX is out. It will be this. Will this be the safety car? Is this? I want to see that. That was on the... I just want to see if that was on the track or... No, it wasn't on the pits. He just crashed. I can't see this, unfortunately. What was that? There's no no. As far as I can tell, there is no safety car. Cas lost his connection. Let's just see if Andrisk. No, Andrisk is alive with us, but I was just wondering if it would be the last lap safety car, but no. My hopes has been destroyed. But we see that this gap is they're not getting closer physically, but the gap is around these 6 crucial seconds. 6 crucial seconds, because that's the amount of the penalties that Ivan has in total. These last laps should be, and Goldzic is already, no, he's not, but this gap is flying around these 6 seconds. Let's see that there's no contesting, there's no huge showdowns here. Yellowman also has a penalty as well. I want to see is to be sure. Yeah, Ivan 6, Supermark 3, Banks 3, Energy Jet 13. Skrzydlak, I just called it for the penalties. Like, come on! I just wanted to check it, not to imply that someone would take the penalties as well. From the good information, some of the we have of the F4 drivers in the F3 points. That's Laxton. Okay, that's all about the penalties. Yellowman won't be able, probably, even with his fresher tire compound, to go further and try to close the mats. So we'll stay with the battle for eventual victory between the two Polish drivers. Battle for victory, even though they're not close to each other, but the penalties are doing their job. Andres with 5 second time, he will retire, I guess. Too much spins. No, he wants to steal this fastest lap. I check who has the fastest lap for now. That's Yellowman, who managed to do this on the fresh medium tire compound. Oh, we'll return to this top 2 for the moment, because there will be the fight, I hope, between Supermag, Banks, and Energy Jet. Who's that about? Who is that? That's sick? No, that's not Sickle. Once again, I'm seeing things. I have to stop. I want to see that. Who is that Haas? Is Sickle? Is Sickle close? Yeah, I just realized what's going on. I just got the gaps between every one of the gaps with every one of the drivers. Except the one. It was Edzak, I believe. Yup, his front wing is gone. He's alive, but his hopes for the points have been thrown away. He wanted just to destroy the car. He wanted to destroy, or maybe just retire. He wanted to destroy, I think, in desperation, he wanted just to destroy the car. Because his hopes are over, officially over. Because he already retired on track. Oh, that's... He just unfortunately he managed to retire on track, but he is... Something almost happened. No, it's just that yellow flag for sector 2 is just about because of Edzak, the left-hand driver. Supermag, Banks, they're really close to each other. This battle on top will be these two battles between between Ivan and Golgic, and battle for the lowest podium position between Sickle, Supermac and Banks will be all of the men has the penalties, but I have to remind myself Sickle doesn't have any penalties. That gives him a very good starting position for this battle. Supermac and Banks has they both have the 3 seconds, so it will be a very huge obstacle to huge obstacle to avoid to contest the Sickle's march towards P3. Septex got a 5-second time, but this probably just means that he will retire. No, he also won to fight for the fastest lap, as well as Bailey and Andres, which managed to visit it, and I just called the shots. Andres steals the fastest lap from the Yellowman, I believe. Sickle is coming out, and Superbug is alongside him. It'll be here right now. He won. Superbug secured his position. I was seeing like Sickle also wanted to contest this maneuver by diving through the Supermac, who was from the outside, but he ended by landing behind the Supermac. I see the pace. His pace is really, he can't run away by 3 seconds. He is able to do so. He's already second ahead of the Danish driver. But also Banks is right after the Danish rear wing of the Danish horse driver. Golgic is, as I say, the Golgic is going pretty close. So he doesn't have to get closer. He just have to drive constantly, has to drive safely, and he will assure his victory. I just have been waked because this was the final lap. Wow, I just no, he hasn't managed to get. Golgic has won. I was just wondering. I wasn't paying again attention to the lap count, and it was already the last lap. Golgic and Ivan, Polish 1-2. The Polish Red Bull driver ends with victory in Suzuka. Ivan, unfortunately, these penalties were crucial, but his paces was also good as well. And Sickle is the last driver who will stand on the podium on its lowest stage. P1 for Golgic, P4 for Supermac, P5 for Banks. And we have, as I said, two F4 drivers, F4 full-time drivers on the points position. Lakse and Strange, P9 and P10, consequently. Golgic with driver of the day today. It'll be is the Polish Knight driver of the day, 1-2 on Suzuka. And Sickle receiving this P3 in the end, even though losing position to the Supermac, but his clean drive without the penalties. Okay, Supermac says retired. Not his retired, but he left the session. So the positions are: Golgic is victorious, is ending victorious. Ivan P2, Sickle also getting on a podium after tough battle with Supermac and Banks, who are P4 and P5, Matt on P6, Energy Jet on P7, Yoloman on P8, also with the fastest lap. And the two F4 drivers, Laxa and Strange, were on the point position, P9 and P10. Bailey P11 and Risk P12 failed to set the fastest lap, except the Casp, and we had some DNFs. Eric Slim had a DNF because I can't see it. Yup. And copy with the connection issues once again. I'm mentioning it once again, but Jakobsen, Bielov, and Slim didn't manage to finish this race. Another, we can say, Polish night in Japan. Very good race by these two. And hopefully there wasn't some rain. Oh, I have to. Oh, I'm tired as hell. So thank you so much. I can't even exit. There's no timer. Unfortunately. But in this place, I want to say thank you for everyone here. Once again, Golgic, Ivan, and Sikel on the podium. Golgic is victorious today with the timer of the day, of course. Thank you once again for every Ero enjoyer which managed to keep with me and my eventual commentating problems. Once again, thank you, and see you tomorrow on the PC F1 and PS F1 tomorrow. Thank you once again. Have a nice evening, guys.